We see the simultop Magneton into Pelipper, and my god, look at the damage. Welcome back to the channel. This season, everyone's hyped about Volt Switch Magnezone. Have we all forgot that it's got a pre-evolution called Magneton that, I'm going to be honest, is objectively better. Yes, Magnezone has access to Wild Charge, but this is the Great League. Pokemon don't really have that much bulk. Discharge definitely gets the job done. What lets Magnezone down is that it relies on Mirror Shot for its access to any steel type coverage move. Magneton has access to Magnet Bomb, and my god does that thing hit hard. These battles today were submitted to the channel by my good friend, a person I feature regularly, Ty, the king of entertainment. You can see from the picture on screen, he hit legend last season for the first time. So let's all give him a huge congratulations. Not only a legend in the content game, but a legend in PvP. Without any further ado, let's get into the battles. And in game one, we'll head Magneton into Trevenant, 2 better responses in the back. As we've got a double normal backline, we say switch into the Giraffe, and the opponent responds with Toxapex. Are you serious? Toxapex, without a doubt, one of the bulkiest beasts in the format. But Shadow Giraffe couldn't give a flying fuck. That beast is straight in and straight out. The opponent's final Pokemon is Poliwrath. Ty, I think you're a bit weak to counter with this team comp. However, let's see how he plays his way out of this. We force a Protect Shield with the Psychic Fang, send up Magneton. The counter's going to tear us apart, but just look at the Volt Switch damage. We shield up the Dynamic Punch. The opponent pivot back out into Trevenant to catch the Magnet Bomb. This should be forcing the final shield. The opponent choose not to shield. They get one shot. Back out comes Poliwrath, and we Volt Switch farm down and take that game. The damage output from Magneton is absolutely absurd. In the next battle, we pick up a great lead. The opponent banks some energy on the out and send out Nidoqueen. Does the opponent respect the damage? Magnet Bomb near one shots. We snipe with the confusion. Ty, these trainers have a family. You're an absolute savage. Back out comes Knockdown. The opponent fire off the Shadow Ball. That is single resisted. Yes, we are a Psychic type. Psychic does take super effective from Ghost, however normal double resist. So if you're in this matchup, just throw the Sky Attack. Even though it's nerfed, it is the correct play. Ty fires off the Psychic Fang, securing the knockout. The opponent's final Pokemon is Hakamo-O. A very cool pick if I'm being honest. Something I'd like to run myself. However, I'm super broke on resources as a power-up stupid Pokemon like Ledian all the way to level 50. As always, I'm getting distracted. Ty sends out Greedent. Greedent fires off the BM Crunch, forcing a Protect Shield. Ty continuing to throw crunches at this Dragon fighting type. Probably for no reason other than he knows this game is already over, as Magnet Bomb going to vanquish this opponent back to their Pokeball. GG's and thanks for playing. I'll be honest, when I saw this team, I thought, how the heck do we beat Meta-chan? So let's find out if we can. We see it in the lead. We say switch into the Giraffe. The opponent respond with a Alolan Ninetales. They shield up the first Psychic Fangs. Ty going to shield up the Weather Ball. Psychic Fang will be lowering the opponent's defense. However, we're unable to confusion farm down before they make one more Weather Ball. Ninetales very spammy on Powder Snow. Ty commits both Protect Shields to realign, so it looks like we're going to try and use Greedent as our Meta-chan counter. However, Girafarig still not done. Going to fire off the Psychic Fang at Meta-chan for some very valuable chip damage. We've already got this thing down to half health, and we send in the Bulky Squirrel. Not only is this a Magneton feature, all 3 of Ty's Pokemon have been buffed this season, and they're all representing their new moves. We've got Trailblaze on Girafarig, and we've got Mudshot on our Greedent. Ty tanks the power-up punches, farms up to the Body Slams. The first one forces the final Protect Shield, and Ty now going to throw back-to-back. This Body Slam won't knock out. However, Ty looks to snipe with a Volt Switch. Unfortunately, we don't snipe. This boosted power-up punch going to do ridiculous damage. Holy crap. Although, speaking of ridiculous damage, the opponent's final Pokemon is Charizard. We throw the Discharge. Discharge, massive overkill. And that's going to be all she wrote. GG's and thanks for playing. We're only 4 minutes into the video and I've already lost my composure and things are not looking great for me regaining it. The opponent saves switch into Shadow Machamp. It gets absolutely deleted by the confusions. Back out comes the opponent, also repping the new Mudshot Greedent. We fire off the Psychic Fangs. Greedent farming up, looking to reach a Body Slam or Crunch. I think we might just survive a Body Slam. The opponent actually full send the Crunch, and Ty opts to shield it, looking to put the debuff effect on Greedent ×2. The opponent forced to invest the Protect Shield. The confusions near take out Greedent. They don't even reach another charge move. Girafarig looking to sweep the opponent's entire team. the final Pokemon is the Bear Trap. So unfortunately, we're not going to see a Girafarig sweep. We're going to send out our Mudshot Greedent. Greedent pretty neutral in this matchup, even when it was on Bullet Seed. However, having access to Mudshot makes it a lot more playable. We've got a much better 2-turn move rather than 3-turn Bullet Seed, and our quick move is now super effective rather than neutral. We make the next Crunch. Crunch forces the final Protect Shield off the opponent. We then throw the Body Slam. Body Slam not going to be enough to knock out, but going to leave Stun Fisk on 1 HP and a Dream. That was a CMP tie. The opponent going to need to Earthquake to take us out, which they do. We can send out Girafarig, and 1 confusion is going to be all she wrote. GG's and thanks for playing. Oh, hello Azumarill, the opponent out here cursing the algorithm. Say switch into Swampert. We fire off the Magnet Bomb, which is resisted, but nothing resists Magneton's ridiculous damage output. That does over half of the HP. We then send out the bulky Squirrel, fire off the Body Slam. Body Slam gets Swampert down super low. Greedent can tank whatever Swampert throws. They fire off the Hydro Cannon. Oh god, we're getting some lag. Hello game, what the heck is going on here? We're getting frame drops left, right and centre. It's been a while since I've cursed Niantic. So as always, we go with the classic Niantic hashtag fix your fucking game. It looks like Ty still lagging. We're getting weak connection. However, Ty undeterred fires off the Body Slam at Azumarill for some valuable chip damage. The opponent still hanging on to 2 Protect Shields, as are we. We send out Magneton. We're likely to shield up a Play Rough or Ice Beam, but Magneton cannot tank a hit for shit, so a good shield from Ty. We then return fire with the Discharge, which should be forcing a Protect Shield back off Azumarill. We're now in the 1-to-1 shield. Ty looking for the Volt Switch farm down. Unfortunately, we don't get it. Before the opponent reaches the Ice Beam, we shield up the Ice Beam, commit to the full Volt Switch farm down. The opponent's final Pokemon is Walrein. Magnet Bomb is neutral. Discharge would be super effective. But regardless, the opponent likely to shield whatever we throw. We force the final Protect Shield, pivot out into the Giraffe. We throw the Psychic Fang. Psychic Fang near one-shots. 1 more confusion is enough to take that game. We witness some Shadow on Shadow crime in the next battle. Magneton is supposed to resist the confusions. However, look at our HP. Magneton doesn't resist anything. This savage of an opponent bait us with the Thunder Punch and then make a very nice catch. Or at least they'd think catching the Magnet Bomb onto Swampert. Ty says, you think you're smart, eat Magnet Bomb number 2, which gets Swampert down into the red. We then look to snipe with the Giraffe. The opponent doesn't throw, they get sniped. So the opponent now not as smug as they once was. Poor old Swampert actually died as they received the energy for the Hydro Cannon. The opponent's final Pokemon is the Walrus. Walrus has been nerfed due to the fact Earthquake now does less damage. We tank the Icicle Sphere. Ty not baiting, full sending the Trailblaze. The opponent shows no respect, near get one shot. Hello baby girl, shout out to you as always, making your appearance. The opponent save their low HP Walrein, send back out the oppressive 2-shielded Hypno. However, Hypno going to be met with the big bad bulk of our Greedent, so I think that's going to be all she wrote. Greedent going to be able to spam out these Body Slams at a rate of knots. Ty's fast move timing absolutely on point. When using 2-turn versus 4-turn, you just want to throw an odd number, so 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. Ty then makes a very nice catch, catching the Thunder Punch onto Magneton, enabling him to save his final shield. This is going to allow him to shield the next Thunder Punch, Mudshot farm all the way down, leave with a charge move to throw at the low health Walrein, and that is going to be all she wrote. Very well played to Ty, and to be honest, very well played to the opponent. GG's to both trainers. Ty showing all the credentials which helped him reach legend last season. In the next battle, we see yet more Shadow on Shadow crime. We then see the swap. Blazer King gets deleted in the blink of an eye. Girafarig having a very tasty snack. Back out comes Sceptile, and Sceptile is going to get debuffed with the Psychic Fang. Psychic Fang goes unshielded. The opponent going to reach a charge move, but they're already deep in the red. Leaf Blade does secure the knockout. We come into Greedent, look for the resisted Mudshot farm down, and we get it. The opponent's final Pokemon is of course Shadow Swampert. Huge respect to this opponent. Running all 3 starters from the same region. I don't know what region it is. I'm 34 years of age, so essentially a dinosaur. I don't know any region name outside of Kanto. I believe it's actually Johto. I could be wrong, but regardless, Ty makes a very nice catch, catching the Hydro Cannon onto Magneton, using it as the 3rd shield. Greedent with 2 Protect Shields, going to have too much in the tank for the super spammy Swampert. We shield up the next Hydro Cannon. Ty now at the back-to-back Body Slams. The first one will be forcing the final Protect Shield, and the second one should vanquish Swampert back to their Pokeball. Incredible team comp from the opponent, but Ty picks up the dub. If you need a reason to invest in Magneton, here it is, because there's an absolute wall. So this stupid Carbink, a Pokemon I like to call Stinky Binky, the opponent doesn't fancy tanking the double super effective Magnet Bomb. They attempt to catch it on their shiny Steelix, no such luck. Tai shows great composure and great discipline, holding his energy, and then pivots out into Greedent. Steelix is going to be continually lowering our attack with their new move of Breaking Swipe. However, Greedent has a trick up its sleeve. We lower their defense, neutralizing the attack buff. The opponent says, fuck you, I'm going to debuff you again. Tai fires off yet another crunch, forcing a Protect Shield off Steelix. Greedent, so thick, able to make yet another crunch. This crunch should get Steelix low. The opponent actually chooses the double shield, and again we see the defense drop. Greedent absolutely popping off, able to make one further crunch, getting this Steelix down deep into the red. We then see Tai go for that wham bam combo play, taking care of Steelix with the Magnet Bomb. The opponent's final Pokemon is a Azumarill, and we're about to see a very nice sweep, but the opponent rudely ruins our fun and concedes the match. Magneton into Granbull. The opponent farm up some energy, pivot out into Umbreon. Tai looking to go for the chip and dip. Magnet Bomb forces a Protect Shield off Umbreon. Tai then looks to catch the foul play onto Greedent. No such luck. We do bank some energy. Greedent Umbreon, a pretty neutral matchup. Essentially two very bulky Pokemon just spamming out charge moves. The opponent shields up a Body Slam on Umbreon. I have never seen someone two-shield an Umbreon, but there's always a first for everything. The opponent clearly wants to realign, and to be honest, I really don't think Tai cares about Switch, as both our Pokemon do fairly well against Granbull. Tai fires off Body Slam after Body Slam. Umbreon now down below half health, however they've got 6 million HP, so we're going to need a further 2 Body Slams to secure the knockout. The opponent gets so greedy. Trainer, why didn't you throw? Please tell me the opponent doesn't two-shield and lose Switch. Yes, they do. The opponent in absolute shambles. They do get the Charm down, Farm down, back out. Comes Magneton. We reach the Magnet Bomb, which will probably kill Granbull and every Granbull that's ever been created in PvP or the Pokemon world. The opponent's final Pokemon is Shadow Vic, and Girafarig gonna have a very fun time. We reach the Psychic Fangs, and that is gonna be all she wrote. GG's and thanks for playing. As we threw the charge move there, I could see it actually wasn't a Shadow Vic, it was a regular Vic, but either way, they got a taste of their own medicine, getting that fast move beat down. In the next battle, we see a rough lead. Magneton into Kanto Sandslash. We pivot into the Giraffe. Tai commits a Great Shield on the Scorching Sands. The opponent then send out Trevenant, which is by no means a good answer. However, is this on Feint Attack? What the heck is that quick move? I believe it might be Sucker Punch. That actually makes this a good matchup, as they're able to hit this for super effect. Tai forces both Protect Shields with the Psychic Fang. The opponent Sucker Punch farms all the way down. That is definitely something I never thought I'd say. But here we are. We send out Greedent. The opponent fires off the foul play. What the hell is this moveset? This Trevenant out here pretending it's a dark type. The opponent then throw the double resisted Shadow Ball. No trainer. We then see the Simul Swap Pelipper into Magneton. Look at the Volt Switch damage. The opponent fire off the Weather Ball. It does ridiculous damage. We get the full Volt Switch farm down. The opponent then send out Sandslash. Sandslash gonna tank the Magnet Bomb. No, they don't. They get one shot. Back out comes Trevenant, and we manage to Volt Switch farm down and win one of the strangest battles I've ever seen in my life. Great lead. Magneton into Wigglytuff. The opponent is staying in, so they're going to either look to catch or probably be super annoying and then look to go for the 2-shield. Tai throws 5 Volt Switches and the charge move for optimal fast move timing. We only gave away 1 free turn there. Very nice play from Tai. Tai fires off the second Magnet Bomb. The opponent does indeed want to 2-shield their Charmer to win lead at all costs. This must be an RPS backline. We send in the Giraffe. We shield the Disarming Voice. Can we Confusion Farm down before the next one? Yes, we can. The opponent now sends in Trevenant. Trevenant, this time running the correct move of Shadow Claw, which is very advantageous for us. Tai throws the first Psychic Fang, and it does huge damage to Trevenant. Tai now can shield once, get the full Confusion Farm down. The opponent not wanting to get farmed down, send out Registeel. This is where we really wish we had double kick. However, Tai undeterred, gonna fire off the Psychic Fang, applying that debuff. 1 debuff's nice, but 2 buffs is sweeter. We fire off the second debuff. We then pivot out into Greedent. Greedent so thick. We do survive any one move. The opponent full send the Focus Blast. Greedent survives on minimal HP. Tai now farms up, throws the Crunch with a 2-stage lowered defense. This should be lethal. Crunch doesn't quite knock out, and the opponent survive on a sliver of HP. However, Girafarig should be able to confusion farm down everything the opponent send back out Trevenant. That gets farmed down, and one confusion seals the fate of that opponent. Moving on to the next one. Tie is the algorithm confirmed. We leave Magneton into Swoobat. The opponent Say Switch into the own electric type. What a team comp from the opponent. We're going to respect the foul play which the opponent throws. We can only hit this thing for resisted, but my god, look at the damage. Tie builds up a boatload of energy, sends out Greedent. The opponent fire off the discharge, which is better DPE for the opponent, as they do get the same type attack bonus on the discharge, whereas they don't on the foul play. Tie farms up, throws the body slam. Body slam does secure the knockout. Out comes Swoobat. We see Tie make a bit of a mistake, throwing on alignment, giving the opponent 4 free turns of energy. So like we said previously, 2 turn versus 4 turn. You always want to throw in odd numbers this time. Tie's timing on point, throwing after 3 mud shots. The opponent commits to shield, commits to the full confusion farm down, back out comes Magneton. The opponent make a very nice catch and discharge on a Mud Boy, and it's Seismitoad. What a spicy team comp from the opponent. However, the opponent is going to get farmed all the way down. Tie respects the potential earth power. The opponent, like a savage, bait us with the muddy water. We get the confusion farm down, and the opponent concede the match. Very cool team from that last opponent. But what an incredible showcase from Tie, representing 3 of the newly buffed Mon, but the star of the show without a doubt was that Magnet. Holy smokes, does that thing output insane damage. It's got some really good matchups against some really top meta threats, stuff like Carbing and Azumarill. So if you're looking for a fun spicy pick, I think that is one you should definitely look to build. Greedent, as always, very bulky. I think Greedent's going to be objectively better in the Ultra Leagues. You've got the XL candies. I think that's a great investment. We saw our first look at a Confusion Girafarig. The damage output again is insane. So if you're enjoying the content, smash that like button if you're new. Consider subscribing if you like your battles featured on my channel. Link to our battle submission form is down below. And as always, a huge thank you to everyone for watching. And I will see you all in the next one.